let's go back into this base game styled rooms house, and we're going to redecorate it a little bit. I honestly think it's actually pretty cute as it is, but I'm going to use this picture from an old Ballard Designs sales catalog that I have as inspiration for decorating it. I see that in the picture there are white walls with white baseboards. So we're going to go into wall patterns and wallpaper. There's a wallpaper called Plain But Pretty. This one. We're going to grab it in that white, and I'm going to hold shift and do this living room in that color. In the picture, there's a very light blonde wood floor. So I'm going to click on floor patterns, and I'm just going to see how this one looks. It looks pretty good. I like that. So let's do that. In the picture, there's a sort of a dark sage green, I would call it. It's actually an oversized armchair, and then it has this leaf art over it. So I'm actually going to keep this sofa. In base game, to my knowledge, there's not really any sofas or chairs with throw pillows that have that pattern right there. So I'm not even going to look for that. For the leaf art, I'm going to go objects by room. Grab this little leaf art right here. Let me choose a frame. It's sort of a light tan, so we'll grab that one. And I'm going to use the right bracket to make it bigger. I'm going to alt place it kind of there. And then another one in a different size there, just so that hopefully they kind of look different from each other. Not centered. That looks better. All the office furniture in this office is white. So let's go for the lighter color on this wood. I'm going to try to look for a plant. Some of the plants are really expensive. If I can find something that's a little bit more, let me move this away. We'll put it in the dresser. I want something with a white vase. That's kind of cute. Now it looks like a Christmas tree. So let's go ahead and keep it small. There's a natural fiber rug here. I'm going to go into rugs and add to my search colors, light brown. Let's see what pops up. I mean, this right here is pretty close to what I'm seeing there. So let's just get that, turn it, make it bigger with the right bracket, make it even one size bigger and see what happens. I love that actually. That looks pretty good. I'm just looking for any other decor inspiration that I might be able to pull. I love that rattan art on that back wall. I feel like there's sort of nothing like that in base game anyway. But I kind of wonder how something like this might look. Like what if that were also on that wall? Stick that over there for a second. I think I'm going to move the small one to the bathroom or somewhere. Consider using it in there. Okay, I'm looking for a chandelier. So I'm going to go into lights here. I want to filter by yellow since what we have here is like a brass. Let's see. Let's try this guy. That's kind of cute. Let me try. Are these all the same thing? This one, I don't really see what the difference is between those two. Whoops. Let me go top down so I can. Okay, let's get rid of that one. The green, I'm undecided, kind of. I think I'm going to sell it. You have to be careful with these low-hanging chandeliers if your walls aren't tall, but I'm hoping that if we hang it right over the coffee table, they won't have trouble walking around it or whatever. That's a little bit strange, but I kind of like it too. I don't know. Now for the kitchen, I'm going to look for some cabinets. Green. So I've got a sage and then a brighter green. Let's grab the sage. Let's put one of those right there. I'm going to eyedropper it, put another one here, and think about this. Move the sink. If you click on the colors and then click on the gears, you will get these other sizes and types of cabinets. And then let's also get a backsplash. Wall patterns, tile. I want to go for something like maybe that. Maybe my cabinet's up really high. Oh, I think that's running into these lights. Don't like that for backsplash. Try this speckling, sparkling tile. Maybe try this. No. Marble might be a bit fancy for our blood here. Ooh, no. What about mosaic dreams? No. I think I'm going to go with the speckledy. I feel like I can do some window coverings that will seem like that rattan color is in the room. And let's try this color and see what we've got. Okay, love it. Let's also get her a dining table. I think I'm going to go for this one right here. It's going to act kind of like a bar for the kitchen. And for chairs, I'm actually going to go with this Intelligence desk chair. I'll try it in white. Let me change this to green and see what happens. I think I'm liking this lighter green for right now, so that's what I'm going to do. So now, if she wanted to work on a computer, you could put a computer there. One more thing for the living room, I kind of want like some books or something. So we're going to decorations and clutter, and let's see. Something like that, maybe. Oh, let's grab this potter's lily in yellow and pink. We'll put that in the bedroom and get rid of this. Let's go ahead and eyedropper these blinds, those over the window. I'm going to try this basic pastels with white trim to see if this is closer to the tone of the living room things. Doesn't seem like it. This might be. Ooh, it's too dark. That is way too mustardy, I think. Yeah. No. It's kind of pretty in a way with this, but I don't know. Let me stick one there because I might come back to it. This is actually the color of the chairs, I think. Let's try it and see what we think. Yeah, I feel like it's just too dark. Eyedropper my wallpaper and put that back. I need a little rug in this bedroom, possibly something like that, just plain. It's not the right tone. Oh, no. You can do white. Let me think about that. It's just not attractive. No. What about that one? Just doesn't do it for me. Let's try this one. We'll make it bigger and see what happens. It's too big, it won't go in the room. Okay, what about this? Also won't go in the room in the bigger size, so it's kind of, I feel like it's just not the right vibe because what we have here is more like natural fiber. So let's look at green rugs and just see what pops up. I mean, the same thing, but it will not go. I'm just gonna do that rug right there. It's my best option apparently. And recolor the dresser this color. That makes for a decently interesting little bedroom there. And then I don't want to go too crazy because I still want this sim to have some money to live on before she gets a job. So I'm just gonna look for some kind of rug for the bathroom. Nah, we don't want the same thing. What about this guy? And actually, while we're at it, let's get rid of the bathtub. If you want her to have a toddler, you'd probably need a bigger house, or you'd have to get rid of the dresser to put a toddler bed in or something like that. So right now she's not going to have a toddler. Let's get rid of the bathtub and put in a shower. And so to do that, I'm going to move the sink over here, the mirror over here. I'm going to go ahead and actually recolor this mirror in keeping with like the tan thing we have going on. Let's move that there for a second. I'm going to put the window here, move the toilet over under it. And honestly, I don't bother with the cheapest shower anymore if I can help it because Sims hate it. I don't like this rug now, so I'm getting rid of that. I'm going to get one of these in there. These rugs are kind of weird colors, but this one's gonna do, probably. Ugh, it's too gray. Okay, we'll go for the green then. Now, you can put these blinds over this little window, but you won't see the window then, so the window has no point. So I'm not gonna do that. Let's saw that little picture. And then I'm gonna add like a towel just for a little bit extra decoration. And it doesn't need to be an expensive one. Let's just grab this one and see. Like everything's so green in here now. You can do white. I'm gonna try the chandelier over the table. You know, honestly, I liked it better in the living room. It's just gonna be in the living room. Strange as that may seem. Okay, I want to just do a couple more tweaks as I look this over. I want to recolor this with this brown and just try that. I think that looks, I don't know, kind of more interesting on that white wall. Let's try this one in brown too. And then I wonder how the towel might look in brown. I feel like there's a brown version of this as well. And I feel like that kind of blends with some things that are going on in the bedroom better. I'm going to sell these. I end up always hating these when I use them, but that since they're neutral, I end up using them. And since the art selection in base game is utterly terrible, let's eyedropper that and make it the same size. Center it up. I think I'm going to go with that. It's the same art in a row, but I just feel like it's kind of more interesting than what I had. So I'm just looking things over one more time. Let's talk about fire alarms. You can find them under objects by room and it's hanging there on the wall. So I know that a lot of people think you've just got to have this in your house. A lot of the simmers I watch put these in their houses no matter what. I didn't know about the fire alarm for the longest, and the worst that can happen is that the sim will start a fire when they're cooking, which can happen and does happen, and get really confused about how to put it out or extinguish it and burn something up. They can also die, I hear. But the thing to me about this smoke alarm is it's so ugly. And even if you have one, like it's not clear to me online whether having one keeps you from having a fire or helps them put out the fire easier, or yeah, I'm just not sure what the benefit really is. And it's not clear online if you try to look it up. If you or I right now feel urgent to put one in, to me, they're so ugly that if I were going to put it in here, I guess I would probably maybe put it right over that curtain. You're going to see your outside walls a lot when you're playing your sim. So if it's on an outside wall, I mean, you're going to see this thing all the time. If it's maybe here, then you probably won't see it that much, if at all, maybe. I don't know. Wait, did it go over the bed? It did. Okay, I guess I got to bring the wall up to actually put it somewhere. Okay, let's put it here. So there it is. Probably in gameplay you wouldn't really see it, but theoretically it does help with fires somehow. It's only $75, so I guess, you know, it's maybe worth it. I'm only saying all this about smoke alarms because I didn't always put them in, and I've never had a sim die. I have had a sim have to replace her stove and clean the floor a couple times, but I don't know, I guess for $75 it's probably worth it. So with that, I just want to make sure she can move around in the house with all this furniture. That is something that you probably want to check out when you're making really small houses especially. So I actually didn't test this chair. Let's see if she can do that because it is pretty close to the coffee table. Okay, these should be fine. Yeah, that's good. Shower, no problem there. So I think that she's good to go. If you enjoyed this video, a thumbs up would be awesome, and I'll see you on the next one.